So for this lesson, I taught a lesson on pronouns, and for my strategy, I used T-chart graph organizers. I actually used them in 3 different ways. First, I used 2 group activities where we would fill in using the graphic organizer to determine what the pronoun for the noun would be, and then I had them go off into groups so they could work together. This helped meet the needs of my ELL students so they can get help from their table partners, and they were to sort words and determine if they were pronouns or not pronouns. This was a very effective lesson. They had a good time doing it and working together. They were able to explain to me like why it was or was not a pronoun, and this really reiterated the lesson overall to them. So today we're going to talk about pronouns, but first let's talk about nouns. Does anyone know what a noun is? What's a noun, Hayden?
Person, place, or thing.
Person, place, or thing. Does anyone, or animal? Does anyone want to give me an example of a noun? Table. A jaguar. Does anyone want to give me another example? Paula?
A magnet.
A magnet, and what would that be?
A thing.
A thing. So I'm going to call on each group, and then you guys are going to tell me what the pronoun to the noun will be, okay? A T-graph like we did up here, we're going to sort the words at the bottom to determine if they're pronouns or not pronouns, okay? A thing. So does anyone know what a pronoun is? Do you know what a pronoun is, Brandon? You forgot? Leah?
I think it describes the noun.
It describes the noun. Does anyone think something else? Yes?
Another word for noun.
Another word for a noun. So a pronoun is something that replaces a noun. Group 3, what would a cat be? An it. What about teachers? Group 4. Him. Can teachers be boys and girls?
Yes.
So what would they be? You could use the same word again. What would it be?
They.
They. Boy. Not pronoun? Do you agree? Not pronoun? What do you think, Jackson? You think it is a pronoun? Why do you think it is a pronoun?
It doesn't have a name.
It doesn't have a name, but is it a noun? So what do you think it is?
It's not a pronoun.
Do you guys know another one for children? We. What about a mom, group 5? Her. And a boy, group 1? Him. Him. And a grandma. Her. She.
Leia goes to the candy shop. She buys her 2 favorite candies. She buys cotton candy and airheads. Her brother is the cashier manager. He's a very good one. Leia buys her candies and eats them.
The last lesson I taught was Bingo with a Twist. This is a lesson that you definitely have to have a well-behaved class because it can get loud. They're just super enthusiastic, super excited to win bingo. I used it with contractions. I think that bingo can be used with any subject, and it's a fun way to like enhance their learning. The way I did it was I would read 2 words and they would have to find the contraction on their bingo board, and the students really had a good time with it. I think it was successful. It was a fun last lesson to teach, and I met the needs of my ELL students by informing them that if they had any questions, if they didn't know what word they were looking for, to raise their hand and ask me, and I wrote it on the board so they were able to see what they were looking for. This really helped some of the students, even students that just didn't know simple words. They were shocked at how easy it was once they realized, oh, it's just ID, or you would is you'd. It was a good lesson, and they learned a lot. So today we're going to talk about contractions. Does anyone want to raise their hand and tell me what a contraction is? So you said contractions are 2 words that make another word. Do you want to give me an example? If you put you are together, it will make your. Does anyone have another example? Hayden? They are. There. Britton? How to play bingo?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Yes.
Okay, so pay attention. I'm going to read words like are not, cannot, and you're going to find the contraction that is on your page, okay? But in order to win bingo, you have to make a straight line or a diagonal line, or up and down, or vertical. If you do not know the word I'm saying, if you do not know the contraction for it, just raise your hand, okay? And if you have bingo, raise your hand as well, okay?
Bingo.
Okay, Britton, read your bingo words.
Word isn't free space. Out. The.
And Char, read yours.
I lose free space. She'd. Hey.
Look at you guys. 2 sets of bingos.
They shouldn't. That'll. Was it? Whose? I. Whose? Free space. You. Can't go.
Sounds.
Wasn't. Is it doesn't or wasn't? I think it's one. No, you don't have it. Is it doesn't or wasn't?
Wasn't.
Oh, yeah. And I win.
She will. She will.
Yeah, some people don't have it.
Should. I think I have it.
Shouldn't is shouldn't.
I got it.
Let me see.
She. That's there.
Wait,
No.
I got you will. He and
You have.
Nope. I have 7. I got 7. I have.
You want me to tell you what's his name? What did we learn today?
Not worse.
What'd you learn, Kaden?
They are.
They are.
There.
There. What'd you learn?
I would.
I would, which is I. How?
I would too.
You learned I would. They would. They'd. Which one did you guys not know?